And hello, welcome back. Video on the Cfly Dream 1 drone. And I'm actually shooting this opening using the camera on the drone. And I'm taping the drone with the camcorder while we're talking. And we're going to go over the features, pros, cons, why you should or shouldn't buy. So stay tuned and be sure to hit that like button. Alrighty, it came today. And my Cfly Dream drone. And there's what's in the box. And we have our instruction book. And there's the drone itself. And the battery 1, battery 2, it came with 2. Extra set of props, USB cable. I'd assume our phone holder. We'll read the instructions and set it all up. And controller. You may find this boring, the unboxing. I know some viewers like it, some don't. You can feel free to comment one way or the other below, and in the future, maybe I will do unboxing and videos, and maybe I won't. I personally like it, and in this case, I didn't receive the 1 battery. So for a potential customer out there that purchases the same item, I ordered this, it was to have 2 batteries, and when I was unboxing it, I brought the 0.2 batteries. Well, I lied. This is a battery, but what else I thought was a battery is the charger. And I'll show you the listing. It was advertised as having 2 batteries. I'm not sure if to send it back. I'm first going to try contacting the seller. And here you can even see I purchased this item one time on December 28th. There's our little drone, complete with 2 batteries in the picture. And if you read the description, Cfly Dream 1 FPV drone with 4K camera, FHD live video, stabilized 2-axis gimbal, 5G Wi-Fi, GPS return home portable mini drone with brushless motors with 2 batteries. Here's a little what the seller had sent there if you're not happy. Let's see if I can get it focused in with the light. So we'll see once what happens. Maybe we'll still go to the next step here. Next, let's charge our battery. Even though we didn't get the promise to. I am still curious, and maybe the seller will get back in touch. I did email him. And there, again, we established the battery. And this is, I assume, your charger, and this is going to just slide, right into here. What you want these make contact with right in here. Okay. And then we want to take our USB, the mini side plug, plug it into right here, just like so many phones, unless you have an Apple phone. And it comes with the USB in. They didn't give you the other. Yes, I'm bad boy, I'm using an Apple plug, but it should work for a USB adapter, and we're going to plug it in, and the red light's blinking, so it should be charging. Here on the top is where you plug it in, which I guess they figured in this day and age everybody has many USB plugs, but it does not come with 2 cables, so I'll just use the one here from my other phone. But the controller does have a very nice feel to it. And there's a shot of it in charging mode. Soon when the lights are done blinking, it's charged, and there's plugged in. Alrighty, our battery's charged. The light turns solid green when it's done charging. So we can just take and unhook that from the charger. And then slide it back out. And it has a little indicator on here too, and you see all our lights are lit that you can press and check the battery. And the controller is also charged. When it's done charging, the lights quit flashing and they're just on solid. Alrighty, next step, we're going to take and scan the QR code and download the app here. And there's the Cfly app. And we'll just tap Get. And we'll let that download. Alrighty, it's downloading. Out of curiosity, let's just see what the drone weighs with the battery. And it is 255 grams. So this will need registered with the FAA. And I almost was sort of getting disgusted where the SD card slot was. Well, underneath the back where it says Dream, you got to pry. And down here, and I have one, this end faces up. And there we go. And just press it in. And there it is. We're here in the great outdoors, getting ready to do the first maiden voyage with the Cfly Dream drone. Next we're going to take and put our phone in the little holder. It just goes in here. It does fit even with my case on it. I repositioned the phone slightly on it. I'm not sure if these are dummies or actually antennas, but so that if these really are antennas, they're sticking straight up. Next we want to turn on the transmitter. Long press. It'll talk to us. Power button once. And then press and hold again for 3 seconds. And alrighty, there we got the drone turned on. And you got red lights on the front, little blue ones on the back. Now to connect to the app, you want to take and hit controller. Not drone, but controller. Cfly. And hit bind. And successful. Click start flying. Remote control. Okay. There's a shot of the screen. You can turn the camera on and off with this, or just use the remote. It's still searching for GPS signal, and it won't take off yet. And, okay, there we got 3 satellites, and it says position mode, which is default GPS mode. You can turn it off by supposedly long pressing the mode button. And then to take off, you press the, but not enough satellites yet. That's what it's telling you. It's beep, beep, beeping. And we're going to take off with the 1 key, press and land. It says hold it for about 3 seconds and it'll hold. And for your convenience, I've included a detailed illustration of the controller. You can pause the video here if you like, use it for reference there if you just bought one of these, and getting the feel of the control here, or letting the drone flex its wings a little bit before we take him up into the wild blue yonder. It has a nice feel to it. I'm used to drones that are larger in size. I have a Holystone HS 700, like I say, this is sort of, one reason I wanted it though was the more compact size. Alrighty, there's our drone hovering. I'm going to try the 1 key return and land and see how close it comes back to the spot. And it says return to home mode, and it beeps to you when it's coming back. Here the drone was on its first return to home mission. And we sort of had a problem. It was only about 25 feet off. I had to grab the camera and reposition to show where the drone landed. So decided to take and calibrate the GPS. This is not in the instructions with this drone that came with it, but Turn the drone 3 times horizontally, as I'm doing in the picture, and then 3 times vertically. But just from previous experience with the other drone, well, I have a Holystone HS 700 video also here on YouTube. I'll include a link. I decided to calibrate it. Now, the next time coming in, that's a little more like it, within about 2 feet. In the price range of this drone, wouldn't really ask for any more than that. What an improvement that made. The main reason most people, including myself, want a drone is to make movies and take pictures. Time has come to watch some footage shot with the Cfly Dream drone. And everyone wants to start talking about the good points, and I'm not going to be no different. One fact before going further. I am not making one red cent for making this video, nor has anyone given me a drone to try to do a false review. First of all, the price was the one major deciding factor in the purchase. There is little to choose from in drones that are under $300 with a 2-axis gimbal. And yes, the gimbal works, as you can see from watching the footage. So pro number 1 is the price. Number 2, the gimbal that works and is easily controlled by the knob on the remote. The picture quality is pro number 3. If you go back and watch the opening of this video with the split screen, there is no doubt the Dream's camera that I tape myself with is superior to my camcorder. Personally, the controller is another pro, which makes number 4 and number 5 on the pro list. The first pro with the controller, it is rechargeable and does not require batteries. And pro number 5 is the controller's ease of access to all features and without a lot of clutter. The first con, in my opinion, is the lack of being able to fold the drone up. Indeed, the drone is small and compact, but without being able to fold it up and throwing it in a backpack, something could potentially break. Back to transporting and storing the drone, con number 2 is a lack of a gimbal cover. Yes, you can store it in the original box, but unboxing it is inconvenient, especially while traveling with the drone. And it brings us to number 3 on the con list, is the SD card slot is hard to access, and I am sure that little cover will break off sooner instead of later. And then the biggest con of all is the app for the drone. Yes, it does function to show you what pictures or videos you were making, but the one key takeoff, land, return to home, and orbit function will not work with the app. I do own an out-of-date iPhone 6, so maybe that is the issue. It's not the drones. That I don't know. I will perhaps down the road just do a whole video dedicated to the app. But all in all, the pros outweigh the cons, and I do feel the Cfly Dream drone is well worth the money, thanks to the camera, unless you were ready to spend over twice the amount of what this drone cost.